Hello everybody, I'm Donovin Darius. If you haven't met me yet, I am part of the Next Level Training Motivation Department with the RSS team. I'm here to basically give some insight and some wisdom and some talking and some mindset, some things that encourage you as you guys are continuing your success. A couple weeks ago, I put out a post, and that post was basically a post asking people what are some things that they've overcome adversity and some things that they've overcome difficulty, and what are some things that they would like me to talk about, just kind of share some insight and some wisdom. And so I was amazed with the amount of feedback that you guys have selected and you guys have put forth. And so what I wanted to do today is just come before you with just a quick little 10 minutes, just kind of recap a couple things, and then maybe these things may help you continuously add to your success as you continue to go. And so again, I want to thank Darren. Darren is traveling all around the world, continuously grabbing stories of people overcoming success, and I can't wait to hear some of those things, as well as seeing you guys in January when it comes time for our training conference here in Jacksonville. And so what I'm going to lay forth is just several things that was spoken, things that were left in the comments, and I'll just give a little insight. And so number one of the things that person said in terms of overcoming adversity is not comparing. We got to remember that everybody is an individual with a personal story, and it's your personal story that inspires others. And so the very fact that everybody is an individual, there's no need to compare. You got to remember, each person, when you think about a family or you think about a team, every team has many members, but every member has their own purpose. And so when you compare yourself to someone else, you actually lose focus onto what it is that you need to do. So don't compare. That's one of the things to overcome adversity. Don't compare. Understand that you have a unique personal story. Build your story. And build your story, because your story will be inspiring to someone else. So that's number one. Number two is other success as motivation. Use other success as motivations. No man is an island. We ought to learn ourselves, learn from others, and do what's right around us. Find out what their secret sauce is. One of the things that RSS has done is they surrounded you guys with a protocol in a format in which people can learn from. But you got to remember, you can use others' success as motivation. Sometimes I know how it feels. You've been trying all you can, and it seems like other people seem to be getting ahead. They seem to be moving faster, but you can use that as motivation. Find out what is their secret sauce. What are the processes? What are the steps that people are doing to get to where they are? And don't forget to ask questions, because in asking questions, you can find out what is some of that secret sauce, some of those secret things that they've been doing that's been helping them. All you need is just one little thing. The difference between good and great is come down to the little things. And so use other success as motivation. Number three, a person said basically positive attitude. That's the difference and one of the major factors in helping us overcome adversity. And I totally agree. A positive attitude. I've never seen nothing great come out of a person with a bad attitude. And I've never seen something bad come out of somebody with a good attitude. So choose to have a good attitude, because choosing a good attitude helps change and elevate your altitude. So that means the higher your attitude is, the greater your altitude. The higher your attitude is, the way you believe in yourself, the way you believe in your team, the way you believe in your processes, the way you believe in your system, the higher you can go. So choose to have a positive attitude. And number four, perseverance. Perseverance is basically defined as the state and the steadiness of understanding that the state, in spite of difficulties, in spite of opposition, and in spite of discouragement. And so it is that state that you have, that perseverance, that state that you have in spite of it. We all go through things. Matter of fact, I always hear the comment that says that you're either coming out of something, you're in something, or you're about to go into something. So we're all going to go through something. So the ability to be steady and have that state of mind and readiness to persevere, that helps us overcome adversity. Number five, visualize success. You see, eyes are a function of the natural sight, and natural sight is limited. Remember, they used to think that the earth was flat. But then it wasn't. But then they realized that the earth wasn't flat. But vision is the sight of the heart. Vision is the sight of the mind. Vision, there is no limit. It's limitless. There is no limit to it. And so what I recommend you do is live based off your vision. Write your vision down. Get a vision for what it is that you and your company plan on doing, and write those things down. Write down the steps that it takes to meet that vision. Don't go just by sight, because as you think about it, visualize success. See yourself successful. See yourself overcoming. See yourself hitting those benchmarks that you want, that you wrote down. See yourself being successful. Those are some of the ways that you can overcome adversity. Number 6, ask for help. A sign of humility and strength is when it is something what happens when you ask for help. There's many of times, you know what I mean, that when I played football, that I used to ask questions. I used to ask questions of my coaches, ask questions of the players, and people used to mock me. They used to say, Donovan, you ask too many questions. But here's what it did for me. It basically gave me the information that I needed to make sure that I was prepared for any situation. So when the preparation met opportunity, I was ready to maximize it and be able to take advantage of it. And so is for you. So don't forget, ask questions, because you never know that one question that you don't ask is the answer that you need to make yourself successful. And number 7, remember this: we are a family. At BOXDROP, we are a family. A family is anybody that comes together for a common cause to build something together. Is part of this family. But in a family, remember this: each person has their own different personalities. Each person has their own different strengths. Each person has their own different weaknesses. So stay together. Stay together. And when you stay together, you can grow together and you can win together. So remember, we are a family. We're here to help one another be successful. BOXDROP is one of the fastest growing companies in America. Why? Because we're a family, and we don't mind sharing success with one another. We don't mind sharing some of the failures, some of the mistakes that we have with each other. So why do we do that? So we can help one another. And that's what a family does. A family sticks by one another in good and in bad times. Number 8, you see yourself, you're seeing only a snapshot. Remember, people saw me in the NFL, but they didn't see what happened at nighttime when I used to run the heels. They didn't see the late nights where I used to hit the tackling dummy bag after practice. They didn't see the hours of film that I put into work. They didn't see myself writing down all the notes and the tendencies. See, people only see a snapshot. They just see where you're at right now, and they don't understand that it took a journey to get you there. And so when you look at other people and they're being successful, just understand this, that it's just a snapshot. You may not be where you are right now, but it's only a snapshot of where you are right now. You're going and you're growing, but it's only a snapshot. Or you may be there right now where you want to be. You may have reached that milestone that you wanted, but understand it's just a snapshot. You can still continue to grow and win together, because it's only a snapshot. And the next one is number 9. A bad day doesn't make a bad week, and a bad week doesn't make a bad month. You see, we all have them, and they make part of our success stories more successful. Listen, there's nobody in business, nobody in life that has perfection all the time, which basically means we all struggle. We all have times where we don't get it right. But a bad day doesn't make a bad week, and a bad week doesn't make a bad month. And so you put those things together, you understand that this is a process. This is a process. Listen, I was not successful just my first year in the league. I wasn't successful as soon as I jumped on the field. I had to grow. I had to grow into the process. I had to learn the plays. I had to learn my techniques. I had to learn it. There was plays that I got beat, but I learned my lessons. And as I learned my lessons, they start turning around to successes. And so so don't define your bad months, your bad days, it's bad weeks, it's bad months. Understand that it's all part of the process. And I want you to remind yourself that it's part of the process. You know what I'm saying? We get a chance to recognize and celebrate the successes when we have the failures. That means that much more. And so understanding that these things, these momentary results that we have are only momentary, because it's only part of the snapshot. And number 10, dream but work. There's a passage in the Bible that talks about faith without works is dead. That means you need action. It's okay to dream. It's okay to dream big. It's okay to say, I'm going to do this year. I'm going to do this next year. But are you putting in the work that it takes for you to be successful? That is the key. The key is, are you putting in the work? Are you following the steps? I have children. I've raised 5 children. And one of the things, when they all get into the math problem, especially when it gets into later elementary school and middle school, it's always about the steps. Are you following the steps? Write out the steps. Follow the process. And so when you understand that, you can understand that you got to put in the work to basically bring out the end results. Dream, but make sure you have the work to follow it. What are the process that you are following for success to come to you? Number 11, live your best life. You only have one life, so you might as well live it the best way that you can. It doesn't mean that everything will be okay, but it just means that one decision at a time, you're making the most out of who you are and what you have. Live the best life that you have. You're breathing right now because guess what? Yesterday is history, tomorrow's a mystery, and today is the present, which is why it's called a gift from God. Live in this moment. Celebrate where you are right now. It doesn't matter the milestones that you hit or you haven't hit. Celebrate where you are right now. Live your best life right now. Do what you can do. And at the end of the day, let everything else take care of itself. Live your best life now. This is one of the ways in which you can overcome difficulties and you can be successful. And number 12, be grateful. Have the grace of God. Studies show that the most successful people are internally and externally are the ones that are most grateful. They tend to make lemonade out of lemons that's thrown at them. They tend to make spaghetti sauce out of the spaghetti that's thrown at them. So just understanding, being grateful for the little things. You say, wait a minute, Donovan, what is there to be grateful for when I haven't hit the marks that I wanted to hit? Well, being grateful, did you breathe this morning? Do you have family around you? Do you have a great support system around you? Are you doing better than you was before? Are you still able to do better today? Yes, you are. So live your life the best way you can by being grateful. Be grateful for those little things, because it's the little things that add up. The difference between good and great is not measured in the big things. It's measured in the compilation of the little things. And so my encouragement to you is be grateful for the little things. Start your gratitude journal. Start writing down every day things that you're grateful for, because it'll help show you that even in those tough times when things don't seem like they're coming together, you can always look back and think about the things that you're grateful for. And number 13, be a giver. The Bible says it's better to give than it is to receive. Why? Because it takes more energy and intention to give more away than it is just to receive. Be a giver. Be a giver of information, encouragement. Be a giver, of compliments. Be a giver of material things. Next time you go to Starbucks, buy somebody a coffee. Be a giver. Let that be part of you. Let that be known of you. Let a person be able to define you. Say, you know what? That person is a giver. Give of information. What I'm doing right now, I'm giving you information. Why? Because I want you to succeed. I want you to, with all your efforts and all your energy, I want you to be able to add on to this and be successful in everything that you do. And number 14, focus on the process. Focus on the process. The Empire State Building was not built but one step at a time. I had to go through ranks of high school. I had to go through the ranks of college. I had to go through the ranks of the NFL. I don't know where it will be, but I had to focus on the process. I didn't know what the end result was going to be, but if I did not focus on the process, if I was not in the present, focusing on the process, I could never end up where I was. And so my encouragement to you is focus on the process. There's a process to be successful. There's a lot of millionaires right now that are doing very well because they focus on the process. I'm sure during the way they were discouraged. There were some discouraging moments, but they focus on the process. So to overcome adversity, my encouragement to you is focus on the process. Listen, I hope these little tidbits of information and advice were encouraging to you. I hope that you take them. They remind you of just the little things that it takes for you to overcome adversity and to be successful. My name is Donovin Darius. I'm part of the Next Level Training Motivational Department with RSS Solutions. So may you be encouraged. I look forward to seeing you guys soon, man. Be encouraged. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think about it and what stood out to you. Y'all be blessed. Peace out.